Hello friends. Today we are embarking on an exciting journey through the philosophy of Stoicism to find tools for managing stress and anxiety. These principles will help you not only deal with life's challenges, but also achieve inner peace and harmony. Let's delve into these wise teachings and learn how to become stronger and calmer in the modern world. You will discover how Stoicism can help you maintain equilibrium, even in the toughest situations, and how to apply these principles in everyday life. Get ready for a profound understanding of an ancient philosophy that remains relevant today. Enjoy the journey. Part 1: Awareness and focus on what is within our control. As Epictetus said, it is not what happens to us that makes us unhappy. It is how we react to it. Stoics divide all events into two categories: what we can control and what is beyond our control. This simple distinction requires significant mindfulness and discipline in everyday life. For example, consider a situation where the electricity goes out while preparing dinner for guests. The initial reaction might be panic and frustration. However, Stoicism teaches us to change our relationship to the situation. We cannot control the power outage, but we can control our reaction to it. As Epictetus said, first, we must accept the things that happen to us with equanimity, then we can evaluate them. We can use this time to our advantage by organizing a candlelit dinner, cooking something on a gas stove, or simply enjoying the company of our guests. This allows us to maintain composure and create a special atmosphere, despite unexpected circumstances. To integrate this principle into your life, it's useful to make a list of what you can and cannot control. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, we have no control over things outside our mind, only over our thoughts about them. This helps clarify where to direct our energy. Focus on your actions, because as Epictetus reminded us, your happiness depends on your own words and not on external events. Your efforts and reactions will always be under your control, which is the key to a peaceful and mindful existence, according to the principles of Stoicism. Part 2: Acceptance of reality as it is. Acceptance means that we do not resist what is happening, but rather acknowledge it as a fact and adapt to the situation. It is important to understand that acceptance does not imply passivity or resignation to circumstances. It is an active process of recognizing facts and adapting to them. This includes understanding that some things are beyond our control, and it is futile to expend energy fighting against them. Accepting reality also involves the ability to see opportunities in difficulties and to learn from adverse situations. It is the ability to maintain calm and clarity of thought, even in the most challenging circumstances. Imagine you are a talented chef participating in a prestigious culinary competition. Just minutes before the final challenge begins, you discover that a key ingredient for your dish has gone bad. Instead of despairing or giving up, Stoic acceptance entails quickly acknowledging the situation and adapting to it. You accept the fact of the missing ingredient and immediately start thinking about alternatives. Perhaps you find an unexpected substitute among the available products or completely rethink the concept of the dish, creating something new and unique. This challenge may lead to the birth of a completely new culinary masterpiece that not only saves your reputation but also demonstrates your creativity and ability to adapt under pressure. To practice this principle, strive to develop self-analysis. When faced with difficulties, ask yourself what you can learn from the situation. Be flexible. Being ready to adapt to changes in unforeseen circumstances will help you accept reality and find the best solutions. Remember that in every situation there is a lesson that can make you stronger and wiser. Cultivate the ability to find positive aspects even in the most challenging circumstances. This is a key skill of Stoic thinking. Part 3: Living in the present moment. This principle teaches us that our happiness and peace depend on our ability to be fully present here and now. It emphasizes the importance of mindfulness and attentiveness to our current experience, rather than constantly being distracted by thoughts of the past or future. The Stoics believe that only in the present moment can we act, make decisions, and influence our lives. Our fears and anxieties often stem from concerns about the future or regrets about past mistakes. However, the past is already gone, and the future has not yet come. The only moment we truly have is the present. By focusing on the current moment, we can reduce worry and stress associated with the uncertainty of the future or regrets about the past. For instance, imagine you're taking a walk in the park, but your mind keeps wandering back to work and the tasks you need to complete tomorrow. You fail to notice the beauty of the surrounding nature and miss out on enjoying the moment. Through mindfulness practice, you can redirect your attention to the present moment. Feel the wind on your face, hear the birds singing, see the greenery of the trees. This helps lower stress levels and allows you to experience more joy in life. Such practice not only improves your emotional state, but also enhances the quality of your perception and experience. To practice this principle, try meditation. It helps develop the ability to be mindful and present in the moment. Create mindfulness rituals. For example, in the morning before starting your day, take a few minutes to focus on your breathing and set intentions for the day ahead. Strive to perform daily activities with full attention, whether it's eating a meal, walking, or conversing with another person. Regularly remind yourself of the importance of being present in the current moment, especially when you feel your mind drifting into the past or future. This practice cultivates a deeper sense of awareness and appreciation for each moment as it unfolds. Part 4. Overcoming fear of the unknown. Stoics propose an alternative approach, preparing for various scenarios and being ready to accept any possible outcome. Fear of the unknown often paralyzes us, hindering our ability to make decisions and take action. We fear potential negative consequences and often try to avoid risks and new opportunities. However, Stoics have learned to see uncertainty as a natural part of life. Instead of fearing uncertainty, they teach us to be prepared for it and to adapt to the changes it may bring. As Epictetus said, it is not things themselves that disturb people, but their judgments about those things. Consider an example. Imagine you are considering moving to a new city for a new job. The uncertainty of this situation may trigger fear in a new place, a new job, new acquaintances. However, the Stoic approach suggests not succumbing to this fear. Instead, you can actively prepare for possible scenarios, research the city beforehand, get to know your future colleagues online, and develop contingency plans in case things don't go as expected. The practice of Stoicism also includes negative visualization, the ability to imagine the worst-case scenario and think about how you would handle it. As Marcus Aurelius noted, throw away your opinion, you are saved, if you do not preoccupy yourself with the thought of needing to do something difficult. Then consider what it is you think to be right, so that the rest of the time may change its condition. This helps to realize that many fears are often exaggerated and encourages the development of flexible thinking, which allows us to see opportunities in changes and successfully adapt to new conditions in life. Part 5. Development of virtue principles. As one of the eminent Stoics, Seneca, said, "There are no more important tools for the mind than the 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation." These qualities not only help us make wise decisions, but also enable us to exhibit confidence in difficult situations, fairness towards others, and find harmony in our actions and desires. Applying Stoic virtues in practice is particularly crucial when faced with important decisions. For example, at work, you may encounter a choice that could bring personal gain but might be unfair to your colleagues. The Stoic approach advises choosing a path based on justice and honesty, even if it requires greater effort and time. Such an approach not only strengthens your character but also contributes to earning respect and trust from those around you. To actively develop these virtues, it is beneficial to study classical works and teachings of Stoic philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus. Immersing yourself deeply in their teachings helps not only to understand but also to integrate principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation into everyday life. Practicing these virtues in real-life situations enhances your ability to adapt and enables you to make constructive decisions in any circumstances. This, in turn, promotes both personal and professional success. Part 6. Liberation from attachments. Stoics teach us not to become attached to material things, people, or specific outcomes because everything in life is temporary and subject to change. They emphasize that attachment often leads to suffering and anxiety. We fear losing what we consider important and experience distress as a result. Consider a specific example. Imagine you have a precious smartphone or a car to which you are deeply attached. The fear of losing it or damaging it creates constant worry and anxiety within you. The practice of Stoic detachment allows you to change your perspective on this attachment. You begin to see this object not just as a convenience or a status symbol, but as a temporary tool, a system that assists you in your daily life. You realize that true happiness and satisfaction do not depend on possessing material things, but on your internal state and relationship with the world around you. To integrate this principle of Stoicism into your life, it is beneficial to practice principles of minimalism. Freeing yourself from excessive material possessions and reducing attachment helps you better understand true values and develop inner resilience. This not only strengthens your ability to cope with life's changes and unexpected events, but also fosters personal growth and harmony in your inner world. Part 7. Keeping a journal. Keeping a journal is an engaging path to self-discovery and personal development, inspired by the practices of ancient philosophers like Marcus Aurelius. They, in turn, used journals as a tool for deep understanding of themselves and their emotions. By recording our thoughts, feelings, and reflections, we not only open a window into our inner world, but also learn to analyze our reactions to life situations. This process helps us identify and understand what causes us stress or joy, and what thoughts and beliefs underlie our actions. Imagine this scenario: a long and intense day at work, filled with tasks and deadlines. In the evening, as you sit down with your journal, you begin to describe your experiences, your successes, and your setbacks. This simple action not only helps clarify your thoughts, but also helps you find constructive solutions to problems. Perhaps you'll discover that you need to adjust your priorities, pay more attention to your health, or learn to manage your time more effectively. You can start keeping a journal today. Just set aside a small amount of time each day to write down your thoughts and feelings. It could be just a few minutes before bed or at the beginning of the day. Use your journal not only to record events, but also for deep self-analysis. Regularly review your entries, asking yourself questions like, what can I improve and what habits are hindering my development? This process will not only help you better understand yourself, but also become more self-aware and confident in your decisions. So friends, we have covered the 7 key principles of Stoicism that can help you effectively cope with stress and anxiety, gain inner peace, and live more consciously and harmoniously. These principles are not just philosophical concepts, but a guide to action in everyday life. By practicing Stoicism, you learn to control your emotions, develop inner resilience, and accept circumstances as they are. Remember that the foundation of the Stoic approach is continuous self-improvement and growth. Don't expect instant changes, but be consistent in your practice. With each day, with each application of Stoic principles, you will become stronger and wiser. It's important not only to know these principles, but also to embody them in your life. Let them become your reliable companions on the path to inner well-being and personal growth. I hope this video has been useful and inspiring for you. If you have any questions or your own experiences applying Stoic principles, feel free to share them in the comments. Let's learn and grow together, as mutual learning and sharing experiences are an important part of our development. Until we meet again, friends, see you in new